Late one night when the sun gone down, fishing in a pond, just me and my hound, saw a bright light and filled me with fright, but the air was moving with the eerie sound. I picked up the poles and I walked up the hill. Sound was worse, started getting shrill. I yelled for old Blue, but he was done through, I never saw him again. And I turned the key and I stepped on the gas and I flew down that road, nobody to pass. I must have been doing 80 through the hairpin turn, but I put it to the floor and let it burn. I can't remember, but I'll never forget. The whole damn world weighed down in the pit. The greens and the grays and the blues and the whites. Man, they showed me that the humans ain't got no rights. They was just a bunch of criminals that jumped off the train. Was headed for the prison in the pouring rain. Holed up in the zoo, causing pain through and through. Killing to survive the only way they knew. And the spirit tried to help them, tried to set them right. But the lowliest of sentiences putting up a fight. They was following the darkness and hiding from the light. Will they ever get it right? Well, every now and then I catch another glimpse of the story that was giving me. It made no sense. I had ran off the road and crashed through the fence, rolled and tumbled. You couldn't count the dents. Rain made the flame higher and the smoke from the fire. It was choking me to death, but I ain't no liar. I was crying out for God, crying out in pain, crying out for Jesus, trying to remain. But that strain on my brain left a stain I can't explain. See, I had stigmata in my hands, spiked holes through my feet, ripped flesh across my chest, and my back was beat. Bleeding from my eyes, and I felt I lost my soul. I wished that I could die, but I was scared where I'd go. And I couldn't shake the feel of the truth I now knew. See, no chance that I was wrong. It was real. It was true. The world was fading fast, reliving all my past. I wasn't going to make it, but this moment seemed to last. See, I could think and pray and promise. I could scream and cry and moan. I was reaching for the heavens so utterly alone. I could feel beyond my dying body and sense myself outside my brain. Everybody else alive, I could feel their pain. Their motives and their reasons, the rationale explained. The forgiveness that they tried and the vengeance that remained. Every bird in the sky, every creature in the ocean, all the life on planet Earth, I could live in that emotion. So I let go my desires. I released all my hate. And with no guilt or anger left, I saw the pearly gates. Grief was gone. There was no more sorrow. No today, no yesterday, or even tomorrow. See, all was the same. All was one. I was all. I was the Son. The Father and the Holy Spirit, everything in night. The Alpha and Omega, the cold and the hot. I understood the universe and the laws that make it real. See, the energy of which we're made, it's the energy we feel. See, even space and time, annihilation and creation. Complete existence, nothingness, absence of vibration. Light and dark, vacuum pressure, dimensions isolation, fission, fusion, molecules, quantum revelation. Everything before and after, but I found myself confined by laughter. Then slowly inching back to being me, myself, and I. No way I could have lived all that. I'm dead. No, wait, that's a lie. My eyes and mind open. I saw my family in the room. No way I could ever have explained my journey back from doom. So I stayed and challenged fact with the knowledge that I store. See, in an MIT science lab, our students never bore. And now that I'm 10 years gone, beyond my walk with fate, I can't remember how to doubt our Creator who's great. This life is strange. Don't waste it for a second. It's almost real, so don't fear, hate, or regret it. Take every chance that's good. Open your heart. Love your fellow man, for the end is the start. See, reality formed, conceived, and constructed. It's manifest by faith and belief. But worry, doubt, confusion, regret, defy the tools of the thief. Seek God in private, with practice and patience, in earnest, respect and revere. See, trust is hard and humble is weary, but there's no bravery there without fear. But now I know I've been preaching, and for belief I know I'm reaching, but check my credentials. I never learned what I'm teaching. See, I've opened many fields on theories never thought. Every part I remember, but there's a million I forgot. I challenge many concepts, thought proved with no debate, but ingredients and time left alone won't self-create. See, I cracked codes supposed impossible. I solved problems deemed unstoppable. I saved people from dying, incurable fates. I formed unified theory, all matter states. I explained every mystery that history's given, and I helped people who wanted to die go on living. And when there's a question whose answer we're needing, I learned from my brush with death while speeding. So here we are. If you don't believe, it's because you don't want to. You want to deceive. You see, because I am the proof. I cannot exist. I burnt down to ashes, but yet I persist. See, I sit on a desk in a jar, by the way. But I figured you might not listen and stay. So the way that I share my knowledge is simple. All is one, one is all. We are all the temple. Thanks.